Hello, everyone. Everybody. I have the most beautiful, powerful, amazing young lady you want to meet. And the saint behind her. Even though that man, his name is Jeff, has been the only person who's trying to make me down to earth and trying to tell me I have to be humbled and humbled and humbled. And I'm going to get this man in trouble one day with the law.
Hi, everybody.
This is the champ. She wants to talk to you. Encourage her. Love her. She's going to be mentoring lots of people. And she's telling us her story. Do you have a story?
I have a wonderful God-written story that I just can't wait to share with everybody. First of all, I just finished up the chemo treatments, and it's been about 7 weeks of before chemo, building up my immune system. I have breast cancer. I also have a lot of autoimmune diseases of Lyme disease and some infections. And I came here a broken mess. Cancer had me scared beyond belief. It was all capital letters on my heart, cancer, and I didn't see God bigger than that. And it's all changed. It's changed to my core. And
I love you. My crybaby is here. My crybaby is here.
It's been a gift to me because...
What is the gift?
The gift is something stopping you in your tracks.
I love that.
Realize
Stopping you, putting you here. Wake up. Stop,
yes.
Stop, stop.
And God saying, I'm here. Just reach out your hand, because cancer took me down to nothing and I'm rebuilding a life. And where that all begins is with God, just spending time with God. Of when you get a cancer diagnosis, the traditional route is just surgery, the chemo and all that. And God just gave me a wisdom and a peace to just sit with him and decide where to go. And he led me to this beautiful doctor here that gives me a chance to do 8 rounds of chemo and keep my hair. And
she loves her hair.
And if I would have lost it, I would have lost it. But just the whole thing of, I've known that the autoimmune diseases have held me back from my health, and we're aggressively attacking those. And I've come through this. I would be so honored to just speak to anyone who would want help through any of this journey. And if I could give them one ray of hope, it would just be to look up. Just look up, keep looking up, keep listening to your heart and God where he wants you to be, and know that there's chances to get healthy that aren't going to be the poisons and just the sickness and the whole array of what cancer
Sharon,
offers.
this is not an advertisement for Corey, is it?
No,
Okay.
not at all. It's an advertisement for God to just bring glory to himself for what he has for you and for our purposes.
Okay, so but you have been chosen by me to help mentor a lot of people, and I'm honored.
I'm so
and I'm
honored too.
honored to have Jeff, who's mean, to also mentor spouses. Because I've had many wonderful spouses who have supported many beautiful women, and it's a heartbreaking. I mean, you had a struggle even here.
Oh, I was sick with the supplements. My body, when it detoxes, felt awful.
But it's never been as bad as you were on high dose chemo, is it?
Oh, it never. Well, I knew that was healing. I knew my body was just reacting.
But have you ever needed to be admitted to the hospital during your stay with us?
No, no, and I knew every day that it was getting to a closer goal of getting my health back.
Have you ever needed to have a high fever or temperature that had to put you in the hospital?
No.
Did your white count has ever gone down?
No, my blood counts have been excellent.
Okay, I'm so honored about that. But you still, your breast cancer is getting smaller and smaller. Your husband, do you feel that is smaller?
Much smaller, much smaller.
Yes.
And you went to the surgeon,
Yes.
our surgeon here, Dr. Parnell.
That was amazing, because I went to a traditional surgeon that would have been in the course of line for the chemo and the radiation and the whole just mainstream conventional medicine. And she felt the tumor and said, let's see what Dr. Corey's treatment. It was right before I started IPT and the low-dose chemo. And she said, you're fine. Let's just wait. She's wanting to see too what all the treatment would do. So I go back to her next week. The tumor is about, I'd say, a third or a fourth of the size even, and it's even changed in composition. So it's odd to say, but I'm excited to see the surgeon and just see.
And the beauty of this is you all go to the surgeon and you also go to the oncologist.
Yes.
You're going to be seeing Dr. Goldberg. So even though we're doing a lot of natural treatments, we're engaging our friends and our co-workers who are really essentials to be part of the team. And they're really happy with us. And
they are they're so honoring of the program here. And the wonderful thing for me is I've seen all the alternatives. I've researched till I'm exhausted before I came here. The alternatives are wonderful. They may work for people. There's testimonies they work for people. But I really love the approach that there's good in both. Like the low-dose chemo is so effective, and then there's support for that. There's support for our bodies to not break down and get unhealthy and not be able to eat.
What we're doing really is not just about advertisement, because that sounds like advertisement.
And I don't mean it to be.
No, I mean, I don't. But really, I want to also go through struggles. You know, sometimes you worry about money, and you've always worried about money, which is rightfully so. I mean, cancer is not cheap. When we buy cancer, because we buy it, we invite it, it's a very expensive proposition. Whether you are treated traditionally or treated with integrative, there is cost, okay? But what is it that you learned here about money?
I learned that there's a bigger picture. There is a bigger picture, and the number one thing has been that you focus on God. Get the bigger picture, because the money was overwhelming. I mean, this stops you in your tracks. It stops you emotionally, financially, physically. And
so it's a very disastrous disease. It really affects you emotionally, it affects you financially, it affects you health-wise, it gives you chronic fatigue, you have chronic pain. So finances is a big issue.
It is, and I'm away from home. I miss my family, but...
Where's home?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I'm in Myrtle Beach, and it's beautiful here. But the bigger picture is that God will make a way, and...
Has He made a way so far?
Unbelievably so. Okay. I'm finishing up, 7 weeks I've been, and I'm looking at a maintenance program, and the thing that is on my heart more than anything is I would be so honored and so grateful to be able to encourage anybody on this journey of just encouragement, because it isn't something that is just...
But you also called somebody at Cleveland Clinic.
Yes, that was amazing. I go to an integrative or a functional medicine department of Cleveland Clinic. They started it a couple years ago as one of their first patients. Since that time, I've developed a cancer, so I had a visit with them that I was going to miss from being down here. So I called them and asked them to do a phone consultation. I was so beyond blessed by Dr. Herbst from Cleveland Clinic, because she said that I was so right on the course of action of the integrative, of the support of both avenues of the low-dose chemo, then the vitamin C. She loved the program. She was just so encouraging. She said the full-dose chemo would have been so bad for me because of the Lyme disease and the compromised immune system. She's looking forward to being part of the help with the maintenance when I get home for the gut biomes.
Good job here.
And
gut health is one of the major things we discuss here.
Yes, and she's just so on board. She actually wanted to be in contact with Dr. Corey at some point, so that was extremely encouraging.
I want you to see how beautiful she is, but I want you to look at her face. Look at the right side of her face versus the left side of her face, and tell me which side is younger. Oh, don't smile so they can see better.
I'm sorry.
You see the crease here? You see it's less here. You see her cheek down here? And you see the cheek down here. Why is that, my friend?
The amazing thing is I've had chronic osteomyelitis, which is a root cause of the breast cancer because of the drainage. And this muscle, I've had 4 surgeries. The muscle has been very depleted. Blood supply has been terrible. And I use a brown cream that is here by Dr. Corey's design. And it is actually revitalizing the muscle and bringing out the tissue into a healthy, and I put it all inside and up in here and up in my nose. It helps it drain.
And it really is a facelift. It's a facelift. So I hated to show that, but it's fun.
Good.
It's fun. Do you see how vitalized she is, how happy she is? It's an atmosphere of love, atmosphere of kindness, atmosphere of hope. Have you helped other people while you were here?
You can't help but help other people. You have people walk in these doors.
Have you helped other people? Have you made an impact in people who were devastated by the disease of cancer?
You tell me I have. I see that. I guess I just...
You're humble. Your husband is keeping you too humble. Can you lift the humble...
I have seen it. I've seen it personally,
okay.
yes.
There is a person that has severe case of cancer of the breast that is almost going to was about to lose it. And if it wasn't for Sharon here, the encouragement that she gave her, the mentoring on how to take the supplements, and she has it down pat, how to take them, when to take them, how to make it easy on her body to take them, has been overwhelming. The lady could not smile, and now she smiles.
She's adorable, and she wants... Her and I have talked about a renewed purpose, and
so
it's an
cancer
honor.
broke you and renewed you.
Oh.
And for a purpose.
Oh.
So cancer is a friend after all now? Are you beginning to believe me?
I am beginning to believe you. When I first came here and Dr. Corey said cancer was your friend, I'm like, I just can't, I don't see it.
I don't want to be friended.
I'm mad at it. I just...
And are we mad at the cancer?
No, it gave me a gift.
We have gratitude for cancer, right?
It gave me a gift.
It gives you a gift of reliving.
Yeah, it's
a
rebuilt
gift of
me.
Life. It rebuilt you.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a renewed
Give
purpose.
us purpose.
Yes.
Give us this purpose. Now, I am so honored to have them. Now, I'm not putting him down. This man is wonderful. I really love Jeff. And we had Janet here.
I love her too, despite what she says about me.
And it means everything to have a support system as far as you are broken. I don't know anybody that has a fortitude that doesn't break when this news comes across. And it renews your love and your support system. It renews your love in God. It changes you to see what gifts you really truly have, that you wake up every morning with a song in your heart. So
a song in your heart. You wake up in the morning with a song in your heart. And her husband took a picture of her. Can we see the picture?
Sure
and
can.
He said the picture of graduation after chemo, who would look this pretty after graduating from chemo? Now, it was not always easy for her to accept and believe everything she says.
No.
If you don't love this picture, after they graduated for the real program, and now they're down to the maintenance, okay, where now she knows so much to help so many people with how to raise money, how to eat right, how to deal with the controversy, and how to deal with the confusion, how to deal with the fear, and how to deal with the concern about, am I going to be affording it? Have we ever discussed about affording it? Never.
No.
Because it's not. Don't stop the flow of good stuff coming to you. She's going to have a blog. She's going to have a part of a blog on our med. She's going to write her journey. She's going to write a small little book to help people. And it's going to have a little donation. It's going directly to her funding. Nothing for me, nothing for Corey. It's all for her. But also because she's going to help tons of people to know how to do things. And she's here. She's going to be talking to any of our patients. She will have her business card. She's from Pennsylvania. She's hoping to have a house here, and she wants to create a place where these cancer people who come from all over the country to stay in one place where we have the right food, and instead of being all over the map. So they're working on both her and David McKinney, who's an amazing graduate of AwareMed, who was treated here successfully, God willing, and he's in Charlotte. Major business training. Both her and him and Janet and other people were forming a group where they're going to be mentoring, helping, teaching, educating, fundraising, and love them. Please pray for them to continue to get their mission and their light out. And even though Jeff has been mean, he is a great support for every spouse, whether that's a spouse, a woman or a man.
Yes.
Because they have a lot of pain. There are a lot of sacrifices beyond imagination. They deal with it day in and day out.
Yes. It's not an easy journey,
They
but it's
leave
doable.
their own country areas and they come and stay away. What adaptation! What an adaptation! I love them. I love you.
Thank you.
Let's heal all together and be happy forever. Say bye.
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 Thank you,
Say-
everybody.
Mhm.